Hey guys, it's Adam, and today I'm bringing you the third game of Free Game Week, which is Unturned. Now, Unturned is a game that you've pretty likely heard of at some point, but since it's come such a long way in its 3 years of development, I think it definitely deserves another look. It's a modern-themed zombie survival game in the style of games such as DayZ and H1Z1, and with simplistic but attractive visuals which are similar to something like Minecraft. Like most open-world zombie survival games, you spawn into a vast, desolate world scarcely littered with tools of survival and hordes of the undead. You have to struggle for survival against your character's hunger and thirst, the many zombies, and in multiplayer, other people. Unturned features an impressive 9 maps, 4 of them being the main, large-scale survival-type maps, while the rest of them are arena or holiday-themed variants of these. The 4 main maps are set in Washington State in the United States, the Canadian Yukon, PEI, which is, according to the game, a small island off the coast of Canada, and of course, Russia. Each of the maps offers something a little different, with Russia and Yukon being a little more wilderness-centric, while Washington and PEI seem to offer a bit more of a balanced experience with more towns and small cities. Like I mentioned earlier, the survival gameplay is similar to that of other games. You scavenge buildings to find food and water to keep you alive, and to find supplies and weapons to defend yourself. The zombies in the game are pretty much always concentrated around buildings, making supply runs fairly risky. However, you can usually sneak around them by crouching, which makes you move slower and make less noise. If you do attract their attention, however, they can be killed with your bare hands. But the sooner you get your hands on a katana or a baseball bat, the better, as this will dramatically reduce the amount of hits needed to kill a zombie, in addition to increasing the range at which you can hit them. In addition to all this, the devs have started to add friendly NPC characters to several of the maps in recent updates. For example, an aircraft carrier and its crew can be found off the coast of Russia, supposedly looking to rescue anyone still left alive. There you can do missions for the captain, and perhaps eventually join the crew. It's definitely an interesting twist for a game like this, and I'm interested to see how it plays out in future updates. There are a variety of items at your disposal in the game, including many vehicles and guns. The most common vehicles in the game are ATVs and off-roaders, which I drive in this video. There are many other vehicles which you could potentially acquire, including police cars, Humvees, helicopters, and even tanks. As for guns, the game offers a wide selection to choose from. For the most part, they're pretty much all based off of real weapons, just given different names for the game. There are a variety of modern handguns, assault rifles, submachine guns, and marksman rifles to choose from. In addition, the game offers a really well done attachment system, and there are a lot of different options. The format is similar to that of Crysis, where you can hold down a button to sort of inspect your weapon and manage your attachments. The optics you can choose from are all very nice looking and definitely improvements on the basic iron sights. The gunplay in the game is surprisingly fun and rewarding. The weapons have a fairly large, realistic amount of recoil, but not to the point where it can't be controlled, and there's something just immensely satisfying about mowing down another player in multiplayer. Speaking of multiplayer, it's definitely the way to really take full advantage of everything this game has to offer. The survival gameplay is honestly 10 times more interesting when you get to interact with other players. Some people are very friendly, but a lot of them are not, and I've definitely been shot in the face a few times when I didn't even have a weapon. Still, I think having to watch your back for other people makes the game so much more interesting than just sneaking around or killing zombies. In addition to survival, the multiplayer also has a bunch of other opportunities, which I actually found were the most fun. There's Arena Mode, which is basically H1Z1's Battle Royale, where you get spawned into a map with weapons and vehicles lying around everywhere. You then have to fight to the death with other players, while racing against the area of poisonous gas which gradually closes around the play area. This is what I'm mainly playing in this video, and I found it to be just as intense and a lot cheaper than its $20 counterpart. There was also a modded paintball server I played on, where players fought in a huge paintball arena with actual paintball guns, and that was a ton of fun as well. Lastly, of course we have to talk about monetization, but thankfully Unturned is one of the best and most uninhibitive games when it comes to this. They offer a $5 permanent gold upgrade, which unlocks a bunch of different cosmetic items and allows you access to some exclusive servers. And that's pretty much it. You can purchase skins for your weapons and clothing on the Steam market, but you get those drops for free anyways, and they're cheap, so you could buy 20 of your favorites and you wouldn't even break $2. The point is, Unturned doesn't make you pay to get the full experience from the game, and many of the people who purchase the gold upgrade, I think mainly do it just to support the developers. So in conclusion, Unturned is by far one of the best free games available from Steam right now, and I would even go so far to say that it is one of the best survival games out there, regardless of price. Just like every game, especially free ones, it may not be for you, but if the survival genre interests you at all, you'd be doing yourself a favor to give Unturned a try. Anyways, if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and hit that like button. This may be the last video I post for Free Game Week, because honestly, I really just need a breather before my Battlefield 1 copy comes on Friday. But this certainly won't be the last of my free game reviews, and it won't even be the last video I post this week. So stay tuned for much more interesting content coming your way, especially this weekend. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching.